Day Dawns ARKS! Welcome everyone to your weekly Phantasy Star Online 2 podcast, recorded live on June 13th, 2020. I am one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Xantz21. Say hello.
Sega!
So you're breaking with your thing to say hello in a different language this week, huh?
I just got lazy. Plus, it's a Sega theme thing going on in PSO, so I don't know, fitting, I guess.
Yep, I'm not going to argue with you there.
Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. Oh boy. So, on our topics list to talk about, we got episode 4 coming in on NA soon. The roadmap of what's going to happen is also revealed. They posted on the website. Some more interesting things that came out of the trailer, our normal site updates things, and we got a few things on the Japanese side that Bright's going to talk about here.
Yep. But before we get into all that, why don't we go ahead and talk about our gaming weeks? So, this might actually surprise you, but every now and then I do like to play other games other than Phantasy Star Online 2.
Oh, really? I thought this is your life.
Well, Phantasy Star is my life, so I do play games from the series. But no, actually, I ventured outside the series for once.
4, right?
Say again?
So you decided to take a break from Phantasy Star Online 2 and play like Phantasy Star 3 or 4, right?
Nope, even further out than that.
So you played Phantasy Star 1. Okay.
No. It's nothing from the Phantasy Star series.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny. I just had this weird itch that I wanted to play a game that, unfortunately, we didn't have a good version of back when it released back in 2013, and that was SimCity. And so, for a while now, I've been kind of just thinking what a good game might actually be compared to basically what that bag of crap was. But I then realized that Humble Bundle was doing a bundle for City Skylines, and so I picked it up, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, City Skylines is basically what SimCity should have been.
Yep. The fact that you can actually mold your terrain and everything like that. I had a meteor come down and basically displace a bunch of water from a lake, and I kind of had to put together this like 2-year plan to essentially move all that water from flooding the highway into a gorge that was nearby.
My favorite thing to do in the original SimCities was just cause all sorts of natural disasters. I don't know, I was a stupid kid. I like seeing destruction.
Yeah, the disasters are definitely fun, although that one was kind of inconvenient. After that one, I kind of turned off disasters for that area.
That's no fun. All the disasters is the fun of it.
But yeah, aside from that, I'm still going in PSO2, so I'm at 416 titles now. I just cleared up the one for getting the 4 client orders for the 4 fighter skill points together. So now I'm working on Braver. I'm really only switching classes whenever there's an urgent quest going on, so I can soak up that experience.
Makes sense. Especially the quest point ones. Those give a lot of experience points, but doing them on extremely hard gives those badges, so balance it out, I guess.
Yep. And aside from that, that's pretty much it for me. I was kind of busy with work this week, so I didn't have too much more time than that to really get into things. So that's pretty much it for me. How was your gaming week?
I got Borderlands on Switch, and I've been replaying through that. It's funny, I've replayed and beaten the first Borderlands game about 3 times at this point. All 3 of those were on PC, so I'm used to playing on keyboard and mouse. So this is the first time I'm playing with it on a controller, even though it originally released on console, so it's designed for controllers. So, but yeah, it's been pretty enjoyable. But I've never actually beaten the second Borderlands game. I've restarted it multiple times and never beaten it. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with the first game is extremely simplistic, so it's easier to pick up kind of thing. because that's how I am with Dragon Quest. Actually, first game is extremely simple, but it's very easy to pick up, and I can beat it in about 4 hours.
Yep, with a max level cap of 30 and
I don't even go up to
simple
30.
quest.
I only go up to 19.
Ah, gotcha. So you kind of wait until you hit that point where your strength is going to be bigger than the damage you can do then.
Basically, I get it, like, once I get to 17, which is when you get heal more, that's when I start to head towards the final boss, the Dragon Lord. So,
Gotcha.
I don't know, that's just how I play the original games. But other than that, with PSO2 related things, I got my Tector at least to 70, so I can start just spamming the Ultimate Quest to get that up to 75. And with news possibly coming out, I might be playing Persona 4 Golden. So, real quick, this is just a rumor. There's going to be a PC event happening later today at around 2 o'clock Eastern, so in about an hour and 45 minutes from the time we're recording. So, I don't know if Persona 4 Golden is actually coming to PC or not. That's what it's rumored. If it's true, I am dropping any other plans of what I was going to be streaming, because I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do another Dragon Quest marathon, because for the hell of it. But if Persona 4 Golden is actually coming to PC, then I'm going to be streaming that in its entirety.
Well, that is definitely going to be a long venture for you. I know how long those games can be, and that's why I never really started one, but best of luck to you and getting through that.
They drag, but I'm probably going to be doing like 4 or 5 hour streams for those, just so I can get as much time possible in each day. Get an early lunch, start the stream at 12, go until like 4 or 4:30. That should work out for me, hopefully.
Yep. That definitely sounds like a
possibility of mods. Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Well, yeah, it depends upon what you can actually potentially mod in there, or if there's going to be any kind of protection on the game or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. And besides that, I've been continuing playing Xenoblade Chronicles as well. So, that's
nice.
it.
Alrighty, so with our gaming weeks over, let's go ahead and move into the big topics for today. So, episode 4 in August.
Yes, this was revealed yesterday, early, by IGN, accidentally. Whoops.
Yep, they tweeted it out several hours before it was supposed to actually come out, so...
Yeah.
This is crazy. First you got Forbes doing their thing, dropping the information early, and now IGN's doing the same thing. It's like Sega can't catch a break here.
Nope.
But yeah, so the trailer that came out for episode 4 being announced was, if I'm gonna be honest here, it was weak sauce.
Yep, it was just the episode 4 intro. That's it.
Yep, we heard episode 4 in August, then they play the 5th opening to the game, which is the battle of the AIS versus the Battleship Yamato. And then they come out and say, and this is kind of big news, the fact that it's coming to more PC platforms as well. But
so
we'll move into that a little bit.
Let's move that topic up. Let's talk about it now since we're bringing it up.
Okay.
So with the more PC platforms coming, good. The Microsoft Store is garbage.
I completely agree with you there. It's there have been so many issues, and at this point one can only guess if there was an exclusivity lock or not that prevented this in the first place from coming out to platforms like Steam. But it's nice to hear that it's finally coming. And really, if anybody that is familiar with the game and really dived into it and knows enough to decompile how the executable works, they would have seen the Steam stuff in there long ago.
Mm-hmm. It's there. Just needs to actually get on the platform.
Yep.
Which, once it does, I'm still probably just going to be using the tweaker, to be perfectly honest.
I'm probably going to be in the same boat as you. The question I have really is, how are they going to do
what I'll be doing is uninstalling the game from the Microsoft Store and then reinstalling it on Steam, and then use the tweaker.
That sounds like a plan, yeah. The question that I have in all this is, how are they going to handle account management? Like, how are players going to be able to migrate their stuff from the Microsoft account over to Steam?
Same thing that they do for Halo. You just log onto your Xbox account.
Okay, so then is everybody going to be forced to have a Microsoft account then? I guess is my question, even if
Probably.
Okay. That
like that, because that's the same thing as it is on Halo. Halo is on Steam, yes, but you need a Microsoft account.
Okay. Well, this should at least make people happier in the whole installation process, and that it's not going to nuke itself every now and then anymore.
Which will be fantastic. But again, yeah, just use the tweaker.
Yep.
That's the advice I'll always give.
Yep. And so yeah, basically at this point, I'm debating with all the information I've gained related to how kind of a really poor trailer this was. This was more of a teaser than a trailer. I mean, as I've mentioned before, it's effectively at this point the voices for the North American release of episode 4, 5, and 6, they've leaked at this point.
Yeah.
And so I'm Yep. Yeah, that's what happens when you let your files out early. That's how music has been leaked early in the past on the Japanese side as well. So I'm debating making my own trailer for episode 4. I kind of showed you well, I'm still putting the audio together on it, but you heard kind of what I had put together there.
Yeah. There's still some things you need to work on with it, obviously, but
yeah,
I'm excited to see what you finish making up for it. How long are you planning on making it?
I think the last time I was looking at the timeline, it was about 4 to 5 minutes long.
Oh, okay. That should cover most of the story stuff.
Yep. It's not going to be every single thing revealed, but it's going to reveal a couple of things. I mean, at this point, I think enough people know about some of the naming conventions that are going on that I don't think there's going to be any problem with me saying them. Like the Ridroid is now what they're calling the Rideroid, and the Mother group is called Mother Core now, and things like that. But what can I say? Until Sega changes how their file structure works, these leaks are going to keep happening regardless.
Mm-hmm. Because all it takes is just converting those files into a CPAC.
Yep. Well, decompressing them from a CPAC and then...
Yeah, decompressing the CPAC.
Yep, and then decompressing the HCA into WAVE. And there may not actually be a good way for Sega to do this, unfortunately, because all that is based on ADX or CRI-ware. So as long as those tools are like common tools that Sega is using, then yeah, and really it's something that anybody could do to most games that use that technology, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
So it's not like it's anything unusual here in the end. But yeah, it's nice to see that we're finally got episode 4 coming in August. So that's going to leave us with, let's see, how many major updates are we going to have? So we just had Magatsu come out this week.
Yep.
Next week we're probably just going to have no maintenance. The 23rd is going to be the next major patch, so we're probably getting Profound Darkness then.
Yeah.
Next week after that, that's going to be a regular week. The week of the 7th is probably going to be Tower Defense 4.
Yeah.
And then
August.
Well, then we have this hole in the 21st, though, which is really interesting, because that's basically that would be 4 whole weeks until August hits, and we don't even know if this is going to hit on August 4th or not. It could hit in late August. So there are a few options in terms of what Sega could put into there.
Challenge mode.
Challenge mode is one. And when we get to the roadmap in a couple of minutes here, you're going to see that challenge mode is missing from the roadmap, which is why that sort of has some cred here in terms of happening. There's also another event that could potentially happen, which is the end of episode 3 Limited Quest, which was and I think I've mentioned this on the show before. It's a limited quest whereby enemies from all the different planets come to Harkotan. You fight them, and throughout the whole thing, you've either got endless story or are fighting playing. And whenever a fall what's it called again? Fall Virus comes down, Kuna's gonna start singing.
Oh, nice.
That's how it was done on the Japanese version. But the other thing that could potentially happen, there's two other things I've got in mind that could potentially happen here. The first is we could get those VR episode 1, 2, and 3 trainings. I don't know if you remember those, but those happened kind of towards the end of episode 5.
I think I'm trying to remember because I did stop playing for a good amount during the middle of episode 5 because it was garbage.
Gotcha. And then the other possibility is we could actually get an urgent quest that really could be slotted in at any point on the schedule, but for some reason we just haven't seen it yet, and that is ARK Ship Fire Swirl.
Oh.
And that being the Burning Rangers themed urgent quest. So the whole idea behind that one is you've got civilians that are being surrounded by fires, and you basically have to take these met guns, which basically squirt water at the fires, and you rescue the people by doing that.
Interesting.
It's definitely a different style of urgent quest, and while this is all happening, you have Falspawn invading the ship as well. So we'll have to see what actually comes up.
So let's oh, was that a sneeze?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, let's go back and talk about what they were showing with episode 4. So yeah, episode 4 is coming in August, and some of the things that they mentioned with it coming in August. So they actually put out a tweet talking about it. Do you have the tweet that you can bring up?
I don't have the tweet ready. Which tweet was this again?
Here, I'll quickly link it to you here. There you go.
Okay.
And I see you replied to it as well.
Let's see here. Yes, this one. Let me bring up the browser. There we go. So, episode 4 arriving in August 2020. And, this episode will introduce new story missions, urgent quests, battle arena, crafting, and much more. And you're right, I did respond to that saying, finally crafting, with characters full of items ready to desynth. I can't wait.
Yep. Oh boy. Finally, we're going to have crafting. Should have been here already, but because that was an episode 3 thing, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah, so, well, at least we have it now, so that's good. Yeah. So we got story missions, new urgent quests, the battle arena finally. So we're finally going to be able to experience the very meh battle arena, but with better ping.
Yep.
And yeah, all it says is just it's going to be released in August. So beginning of August, mid of August, late August, doesn't really make a mention of that. I'm probably going to just go on the fence and say it's probably going to be beginning of August. That would make the most amount of sense.
That's what I'm hoping as well. I think going for too many weeks without episode 4 dropping and the main story events being over is going to kind of make things start to feel like they're dragging in terms of updates.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, for those of you who don't know about episode 4, we're going to Earth. So I like always talking about episode 4 as the extremely meta episode, because yeah, you go to Earth, you go to Tokyo and Las Vegas. There's a whole story thing about a character who plays PSO2 and her character suddenly becomes real. So it's like an isekai and another isekai built in together because character from the game becomes real, and then those characters go into the game.
Now, not all of our viewers may know what an isekai is, so what does that translate as?
Another world.
Gotcha.
It literally translates to another world. So, and if you don't know about isekais, like look up ReZero, Konosuba, just any of those kind of animes of characters just being transported to another world. Especially check out In Another World with my smartphone. It's really stupid. But anyway, so yeah, the trailer that it showed off, it showed off the AISs fighting the battleship Yamato. Yeah, it doesn't take place in any of those fantasy sci-fi areas that people are used to, I guess, with PSO. And this one article talking about it is... Oh boy. I don't hate the... Yeah, so right here. So I don't hate the writer for this. It's clear that he doesn't fully understand PSO, but it's just hilarious to read. Oh boy.
I know.
He's only put in 50 hours. Pathetic.
Yeah, I'm personally approaching 2,000 at this point. But I mean, even he gets his information wrong about the real world elements here. Like, he calls the battleship what looks like the USS Arizona, which is just wrong.
No. It is the battleship Yamato. And yeah, it's just a battleship filled with cannons. Yep. That's not the USS Arizona. What are you talking about?
It was supposed to be the pride of the Japanese back in World War II, and it unfortunately was on its maiden mission sent out on a suicide mission.
Yep. But with that, along with the Phantom World War II battleship or airship things, planes, like, yeah, that makes sense for episode 4 since that takes place on Earth. It involves the Phantoms, which is a type of enemy. Basically, they're what are the best ways to describe the Phantoms?
I think they're actually called phantasms now.
Phantasms. Okay, same thing. But in JP, they're called Phantoms, and they are like, they look like they take the form of humans and machines, or they take control of machines.
Yep, they're basically described as things that are inherently that all people on Earth inherently dislike.
Mm-hmm. So,
at least on a subconscious level.
So all people on Earth hate other people. That is true.
I don't think those are people necessarily. I think it was more zombies in that case.
Yeah, people hate zombies. No surprise there. But yeah, again, I don't blame this guy for not knowing about this, but it just makes it hilarious that he just didn't do his research or just didn't actually watch the trailer fully, because it's at the beginning of the trailer. It says the saga continues on Earth in episode 4, and then he says, I'm not sure if the reason why these space explorers are fighting a battleship off the coast of Japan makes sense. It just said it takes place on Earth.
Yep. And, if you wanted to do just a few minutes of research, I've got a Let's Play of over 200 episodes, including episode 4, 5, and what we've got through episode 6.
Mm-hmm. And it's also just scrolling down a bit, reading this. It says, the main hub is decked out with giant statues of Sonic and Knuckles, despite being a game about humans exploring uncharted planets. But PSU had a Sonic lobby. That's not out of the ordinary. This is an online Sega game. and there's going to be crossovers with a lot of, and there's already crossovers with a lot of things that are not PSO related. Hell, there's crossovers with Persona. That's not anywhere close to being PSO related, which actually would make sense to get Persona stuff with Earth, because it kind of makes sense.
Yep.
I just want the Persona stuff already. I want my Teddy suit. I want my Morgana suit. Just give them to me, Sega. Come on!
I'm sure they'll be coming soon enough. The only thing that I can see that this guy actually gets right here is that he calls out that Las Vegas is an area.
It is, yes. So that's good. He called out Las Vegas. A Japanese version of Las Vegas, also true.
Yep.
But one other thing I'll mention about this, I'm making fun of this article for the most part for his just not knowing the game or just doing basic research. But it makes sense that he was just put on this to do, and he just doesn't know much about PSO. But he shouts out the tweaker and actually links directly to arkslayer.com, so that's cool. Thanks for the shout out on that.
Yep, definitely. Anything that we can do to get that spread out as a way to play the game is going to be good at this point.
Mm-hmm.
At least until Steam comes.
Yeah, but that's all I wanted to mention on that side. I just found that article, and I just found it hilarious. Oh boy, PC Gamer, get a better editor.
Well, with that out of the way here, let's kind of move into our next topic, which was going to be the 2020 North American roadmap here. So
this is interesting. Oh boy.
So, greetings ARKS. Now that Phantasy Star Online 2 finally launched on Xbox One and Windows 10 in North America, you're probably wondering what's next for the game in 2020. We know that a great number of players have waited a long time to be able to play PSO2, and we cannot wait to share the road ahead with you. Get ready, operatives. Phantasy Star Online 2's Episode 4, the first major content release in North America, arrives August 20th, or August 2020, rather. You know, it's funny. I'm kind of surprised they're not going with the Japanese title of it, which was Reborn Episode 4.
Well, they've also just labeled the later episodes, Episode 5 and Episode 6, as just Episode 5 and Episode 6.
Well, no, Episode 5 was Heroes and Episode 6 was Stars.
Yep.
So it's
they're
interesting
just not
that
going with the subtitles.
Yep. So play it on Xbox One and Windows 10 with more PC platforms coming soon. Yay!
Yeah.
Steam, baby. Go ahead.
Steam, baby. Give it to me.
They're also working hard to introduce this legendary online action RPG to a global audience this year. And we actually got a hint of this when a rating for Australia was found several months back.
So they're finally going to be bringing this to the European countries as well. So that'll be great.
You think they'll open up shifts 4 to 6 then?
Probably. Right now, it's only still just 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. We will have more information about the regions where the game will become available in the near future. During our E3 2019 announcement, one of the lines read all the content, and we know many of you must be wondering what it means for the launch of PSO2 in North America. Well, we intend to keep this promise while also making sure series veterans and newcomers alike get to experience the story unfolding with each new episode release as it was originally intended.
Which is good. I kind of did like that because it made older content actually relevant.
Agreed. It's just with the time scale that we're dealing with here that they want to get up to episode 6 by, as you can see on here, by Q4. It kind of makes sense that they gave us this more powerful gear.
Yeah, because we got Slave and Nemesis weapons, which are episode 5 weapons.
Yeah, it does make players more powerful than they were originally, but at the same time, it's at least not driving players off at the same time, I don't think. Because once you hit super hard, if you're not experienced with the game yet, you're still going to be having those moments of difficulty. But it's not going to be like way back in the past where you were doing like tens of damage for being level 1.
Yeah.
So, what's available at launch? Get ready for a never-ending adventure operative. Phantasy Star Online 2 already comes packed with a ton of content at launch. In addition to over 3 years worth of updates from the start, the launch version includes the most up-to-date balancing and quality of life improvements from the Japanese service. So yeah, we're running on the Episode 6 engine, which has all the quality of life changes that have happened since.
Yeah, and the Episode 6 balancing, but with gated to Episode 3 stuff. So It's been interesting.
Yeah, so we got story content for Episodes 1 to 3, 4 races and 9 classes, 5 planets, 14 explorable locations. We have advanced, extreme, and timed attack quests. Every casino mini game, because it used to be you only had the Rappy slots and the Macetin shooter in there. Blackniak and Lilliput Roulette were added later on. Yep. You got all the new live stage events. Xbox One achievements, Alliance quarters.
Get that gamer score up.
Hey, I hit that during open beta. I got all my.
Yeah, I already have all of them too.
Yeah, that is easy gamer score considering some of the other games that have come out that require incredibly bad titles to get.
Yeah.
Or achievements rather. And of course, we're at a level cap of 75 right now. So.
And talking about level cap, I'll talk about some of this once we get on further on. So, yeah, time is of the essence, ARKS, and 2020 will be a busy year in Oracle. Like very busy. We're getting 3 episode contents in just this end of the year. Oh boy. Every few months, we'll introduce a new episode to the Phantasy Star Online 2 experience. PSO2 episodes are dense content updates, introducing a brand new story in addition to new locations, missions, events, concerts, classes, and much more. While players now have access to a massive amount of content from episodes 1, 2, 3 at launch, the releases of episode 4, 5, and 6 will not be far behind. And a breakdown of highlights for each episodic release is down below here. Oh boy, this is just a rush of content.
That it is.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. So, like, we've already been experiencing some of that when it came to episode 1, 2, and 3 stuff. Like, we're already on episode 3 urgent quests, skipping a lot of earlier urgent quests as well.
Yep. Tower Defense 2 comes to mind.
Yep, that's the biggest one.
But also something to note, and you brought this up earlier. At the top here it says available at launch and then coming soon in 2020. So episode 4 and episode 5 are in Q3. Episode 6 is in Q4. Now, based on the physical year though, that's gonna be like late December, like a Christmas gift essentially.
Yeah, it's if it's going off the fiscal year, quarter 1 starts in March, which is spring. So quarter 1 is spring, quarter 2 is summer, quarter 3 is fall, and quarter 4 is winter. So winter encompasses December to March. So it could be in between then that episode 6 comes out, or it could be late December that we get it. So it does come out in 2020, because it also says episode 6 part 1. So we might get the first part of episode 6 come December, and then get the second part, which would then put us into parity with JP at that point.
And as I mentioned last time, we know that all voiceover content, aside from some holes here and there, has been recorded up to the end of episode 6, chapter 2. So that's probably what they mean by part 1. Part 2 is really going to depend upon if recording studios open up again so that people can do the voiceover lines for chapters 3 to 6.
Everything's probably going to be opening up pretty soon. A lot of places are opening up now, so we'll be getting that stuff eventually.
Yep.
But yeah, that still gives credence to the. If you scroll back up a bit, they did say we're also working hard to introduce this legendary action online action RPG to a global audience. So, are they going to be doing a server merge of both NA and JP together?
It's possible, and when not episode 7 drops, that's probably going to be the best time for them to do something like that.
Mm-hmm. Because that could be the episode 6 part 2 that we would be looking at then.
Yep. Assuming that not episode 7 is still PSO2 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do know that Sega is working on Phantasy Star Online 3 based on a job posting that was found several months back. So it's possible that we could actually be looking at PSO3 at that point.
There's a possibility on that.
Or, as I said a while back as well, I'm thinking it's actually going to be something more equivalent to what would sort of be a named expansion, the first real named expansion of PSO2, rather than it just being episodes.
Yeah, like how PSU Ambitions of the Illuminus.
Yep.
Something like that.
Exactly.
Which, basically, Ambitions of the Illuminus was episode 2 of PSU, but there was only 3 episodes when it comes to the story on PSU, and the third one is no longer playable.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Supposedly somebody has the files to those story quests, and they just gotta actually implement them. But they've been working on a project to do a total conversion for PSU AOTI for some time now, for several years actually, and I don't know. I haven't kept up with that recently.
I've been following Clementine as much as I can, but right now it's just there's not much that they can reveal.
Yeah, it's not Clementine. It's a separate project actually.
Oh, okay.
It was an intention to basically bring the solo single player mode up to snuff towards to the end of PSU content.
Yeah, because the solo mode in PSU is just not that great.
Yep. But anyway. Let's take a look at what we got for episode 4 coming here. So we got new story content, new urgent quests, the battle arena, the Ridvoid quests. Those are all going to be in Las Vegas, as well as one of the major bosses that you'll encounter. Crafting, yay! Thank you, finally!
Yes, finally!
And the level cap is going up to 80.
Yep, and with crafting, oh my god, finally! When it comes to Bouncer, or Jet Boots, there's one that you really want the Type 0 version of because it's just better. That's the one where you spin up, kick things, and then you use the step action to slam down and you do a shifter thing. The crafted version of that, you just hold it to continue to spin off instead of charging it.
As a sword hunter, I can't wait for to be able to update my what was it called again? Sacrificial Bite to Type 0, because that one increases the length of attacks, so that they hit further away. Plus, it adds a glow to the weapon, and whenever you do a step attack, it does a wide 180-degree attack. So once I have that, my Nova Strike is going away.
Yep. And there's also the crafted photon arts, which forces detectors will love.
And timed abilities.
Yep, I've been leveling Tector, and with one of the PAs, it's pretty useless unless you have the crafted version of it.
Yep.
It's the one where it's close range. You have those Megad balls that drop from above. That's close range. It's great for a Tector since you're probably running Tector Hunter, so you're always up close to enemies.
Yep.
The original version is weak. Crafted version is really strong.
Yep.
So this is going to be nice. So once I get that, oh my, I might stick to Tector then, because I've been really enjoying that.
I do have to wonder if we're going to get a resurgence of the tower defense quests at that point, just because that's where most of the Liliparum drops from.
Mm-hmm.
Liliparum is in crafting. Whenever you create something, there's a cooldown to it, and the way that you reduce that is to use Liliparum.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a daily craft to level up your different crafts. All it requires is that you go into the list. Oh, you are able to do this recipe? Okay, just select that. You do it. You get some materials, Liliparums, and Meseta out of it. And plus, you level up your crafting levels to do better crafts.
Yep.
And you can do your daily, do those dailies on all of your characters if you want to.
Yeah, that's gonna get expensive though.
No, the daily crafts don't cost anything.
I thought there was a
all
price.
You get out, like the daily crafts, all you do is that you just when you do them, you are rewarded. All you need as requirements is just being able to do those recipes.
I'll need to look into that again.
All right. I think I remember that correctly. I haven't played on JP in a while, so. Anyway, so continuing on, we also got episode 5, which is also going to be in quarter 3, and so we got new story quest, new urgent quest. Finally, we're getting hero as well because that did release in episode 5. Dark Blast, which is you use the power of Dark Falls to transform into one of the 4 forms: Hunar, Angel. What's the other one?
Apprentice.
Double and Apprentice. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's a bit of a spoiler there, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to avoid it. I would recommend everybody just run through the story as quickly as you can on episode 5. Just go ahead and get those, because the way that those Dark Blasts level up is they take the experience that you get normally, cut that by down to 10% of what it normally is, and that experience that goes into the Dark Blasts.
And you get that experience points after you finish whatever quest you were doing.
Correct.
And then level cap 90. They completely skipped over 85 because during episode 5, the level cap was at 80 to start with, and then Hero was way too busted, so they raised everyone's level cap to 85 except for Heroes. And then with episode 6, they raised the level cap to 90. So that's interesting.
I think it's because in order to not do it that way, to have the 85 and 80 split there, they'd have to create a completely different code base for the game at that point.
True. Because, yeah, for those of you who don't know, Hero was busted when it first came out in episode 5. And all the content was designed around people being Hero. And if you weren't a Hero, you were severely underpowered compared to those who were running Hero.
Yep.
So, level cap at 80, Hero just overpowered everyone. All the 9 classes could not stand up to just a Hero. So, to balance that out, they did not nerf Hero at all. No, they kept Hero the same, but then raised everyone else's level to 85.
Yep, and they kind of made fun of this as well during the 6th opening with the Red Dragon fight, which I think is now called. You know what? I don't want to say it because I'm not 100% certain on this, but basically, Yamada, as he's sometimes called, is basically he's fighting against a Hero during that opening, and in the background you can just kind of see all the other classes just kind of waiting in the background. Okay, you can do your thing, and then we'll come in later.
Yeah, Hero was a bit busted when it first came out. And it's still really powerful now. Not as busted as it was, obviously. They balanced it now, especially with the later Scion classes or successor classes. They definitely balanced those out properly. Hence why you were able to use them as a subclass, where with Hero, you can't.
Yep. And then...
So yeah, that's interesting that they're just going to go up to the level cap of 90. That's probably going to make doing the Buster quest pretty damn easy. And especially Omega Masquerade. That's going to be so easy to do right as it launches, because hey, you're going to be at level cap 90, probably with 15-star weapons. It's going to be pathetic.
Well, to anybody that's thinking that, say that again once you're at level 999 with him.
Yeah, exactly. Until you get to that point, but until you get to that point, it's going to be pathetically easy.
Yeah, people are probably going to also have 15 stars from the start as well, the way that this is turning out here.
Yeah. Because 15 stars was introduced in episode
5.
like near the end of episode 5. So.
Yep.
And then we're also getting the first part of episode 6. So I don't know if that just means like the first 3 chapters or something.
Well, they say new story content. We do know voice lines are in for chapters 1 and 2. There's going to be new urgent quests, so that's going to be the Battleship Armada urgent quest. You got the Scion class with Kokya, and I've heard his voiceovers. He is just... Go ahead.
Yep. There's no mention of a 12.
Yep, and that's probably what they refer to part 1. So part 2 is probably going to have a 12 in the rest of the story.
Probably. And obviously the level cap increased to 95, and the difficulty mode ultra hard.
Yep. Yeah, so Phantom...
And there's no mention about the bonus quests.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
also something else I was going to mention there.
But yeah, going back to the Phantom, Kokya is basically the class leader for Phantom, and if you wanted edge in a character, this is your edgy boy.
Edge incarnate. Oh boy.
They got his voiceover perfect for North America.
Oh boy, I'm excited to hear that.
And yeah, we'll have to see what they do with Locut. She is, since she's a female cast, but she is the leader of the Etoile class, a class that really changes how a lot of the game works, especially with their damage balancer ability. But we're probably looking at Q1 for that now. So yeah. I don't think the timing's going to work out perfectly here, because if I remember correctly, September is when the Vita goes away in terms of support.
Yep.
So there's going to be still like a 4 to 6 month gap there, but hopefully by maybe Q2 we'll be at complete parity with the Japanese version.
Hopefully. But yeah, what are they going to do about the bonus quest and the EXP feature quest? Are they just going to just randomly drop them at some point?
I expect we're probably going to see them in episode 4. That's when they dropped originally.
Yeah, because level cap up to 80. Oh boy, the amount of experience points you'll need to level up at that point is just going to get harder and harder and harder.
Yep.
So
yeah, there really isn't a good way.
Yeah, basically those EXP feature quests and bonus quests are the best ways to then level up after that.
Yep. You're basically with the one in Tokyo, that's where you get guarantee lightning foxes or whatever you want to call them. They're called Tagamis in the on the Japanese version. I'm not sure if they're the same here on North America.
Yeah, they're called Tagamis.
Okay. Yeah, so in the silver version you get 1. In the gold version you get 3 of them, and I don't know how many come in the rainbow. I haven't gotten that bonus key yet on the Japanese side. But yeah, that's sort of your major way to level up, and then you've also got a Magatsu bonus key, which will give you star gems once you complete it. You've got a Tagami focused one, which will give you, I think it's 3 of the silvers and 1 of the gold, so you'll be able to get some Meseta out of that. And then
also, speaking of star gems, finally with the battle arena, we're going to have another avenue of getting star gems every week.
Yep. Plus, if challenge mode does happen to come out, that will be yet another way.
And also, if they add it back into the casino, that would be good.
And then there's one more bonus quest, which is the Rappy bonus quest. And if you're looking for gems that you just can't find while you're trying to harvest stuff, this is the bonus quest that you go into for that.
Or you use it on the PSO2 day if you want that Rappy suit.
True.
By the way, you always want to save your bonus keys for PSO2 day if you can, because you want to get the best amount of EXP boost possible out of them.
Yeah, and probably along the way, we're probably going to also have like some limited events, like the affixing bonus days and things like that. We're probably going to have a cross-ship competition at some point as well, since they say all the content in that was one of the things.
Yep.
But yeah, the real question is going to be, are they going to be opening up the shared ship or not?
I don't know. It's probably going to be shared ship when it comes to battle arena and challenge mode, if they do add challenge mode.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you typically do battle mode. I think for challenge, though, you're able to go into certain blocks on your normal ship and do them there as well, though. But yeah, in these uncertain times, the release schedule is subject to change, but our goal is to reach parity with the Japanese servers eventually, with simultaneous releases moving forward to ensure that both services deliver the best experience possible to our players.
Oh, so they're not talking about merging it. They want to keep them separate then.
That does kind of seem to imply that there.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the roadmap. So at this point, why don't we go ahead and start moving into the regular site updates?
Yes.
That's starting with what came out with this most recent scheduled maintenance here. So with this week, we got several new campaigns: Party Play, ARKS Boost Rally, Get Experience in Star Gem, and Play Mission Pass. We'll get into all those later on here. We've also got new AC Scratch tickets, Fun Scratch tickets, a new Mission Pass season, new Fresh Find shop offerings. Not quite sure why they say that when every day it technically changes.
Well, the weekly new Fresh Find shop thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Also a new Urgent Quest schedule, and a new Sonic-themed shopping plaza.
Which plays Welcome to Station Square from Sonic Adventure.
Yep.
By the way, collect all the rings in the shopping plaza. That's all I'll say.
Yep. They've also addressed several issues here. They've addressed an issue in which the write permission error to the file occurs during installation. They've addressed an issue of lag hitching in the ARK shop lobby, or ARK ship lobby, rather.
Yeah, which me and Brightstar can't really vouch for this since we use the tweaker, which completely bypasses needing to use the official launcher. But from what I've heard from some people still using the official launcher, the lobby doesn't lag, or doesn't lag as much as it used to. So I guess they fixed it, but again, I can't really vouch for it.
Yeah, neither can I, unfortunately. They've also addressed an issue in which the following mission: acquire the title A New Frontier cannot be completed when its requirements are met. This mission was closed during this maintenance. All users will be compensated 10 X cubes for the inconvenience, which was the reward for that.
Yep, I've already claimed that.
They also addressed an issue in which the average price of a pet egg is displayed as 0 Meseta in the player's shop top sellers menu.
I always found that hilarious how it did that.
Yep. Although, please note that the issue will be resolved upon the next server aggregation. So, I haven't actually gone out of my way to check to see if it's changed yet or not. They've also updated the item explanation of Safe Enhancer, and they fixed an issue in which part of the item name and the name that was displayed in the salon were inconsistent.
All right.
Yeah, maybe fix some of the titles now, which have different names, like Heaven and Hell versus Heaven and Earth for the Extreme Quest.
Or also just fix up some of the other inconsistencies when it comes to what's shown, like the text that's showing on screen compared to what the people are saying.
Yep. Like
it's supposed to be Godspeed operative, not Godsby operative.
Yep. It's kind of funny that they didn't make any mention of Magatsu here, but that is something that they do mention at least elsewhere here in the site updates. So let's continue on here with the Fresh Find shop.
It's Portable 2.
Yep, Phantasy Star Portable 2. You've got the Kraz replica, the Ursula replica, along with her earrings, and an Emilia replica and a half-up ponytail hairstyle.
I'm trying my hardest not to get the Emilia one for my female character, because I really like Portable 2. I put so much time into it.
It is so strange that they have not included the Phantasy Star Portable 2 crossover event with these outfits coming out. because Amelia and Vivienne do show up in the ARKS lobby in that event.
Yeah, that is true. Huh.
And once again, because of the leaked voiceovers, we know that they did get voices. So it's got to be coming soon. I mean, maybe that's what they're going to do during that 2-week gap before August. Although that's not really enough content to go for 2 weeks at the same time.
Not really.
We also got the Planet Breaker Calamity trigger here.
Which is Magatsu, or as I call him, Cubegatsu.
Cubegatsu, Spheregatsu, whatever you want to call it. It's, it's the first phase of that fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we got for the Fresh Find Shop. Let's move on here. We've got the new Fun Scratch ticket.
Yay, fun!
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of funny stuff in the lobby now.
Yeah, because we got all the Sonic masks showing up. So we got the Sonic mask, the Tails mask, the Eggman mask, which just looks great. Knuckles mask, and the Amy mask, and Knuckles.
And Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles.
Yeah, the Sonic mask and Knuckles, Tails mask and Knuckles, Eggman mask and Knuckles, Knuckles mask and Knuckles. The shoulder blockers and Knuckles.
As you turn those, you like combine Knuckles and blockers there.
Yes. Okay, I need to go to the salon and see if I can do that. Just see what accessories I can combine and just put Knuckles on it. Other new stuff we got is the Rose Pin Bandana, Cancer Crown, and Cancer Mask. Cancer being like the zodiac sign crab cancer thing. And also a sticker set for it.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a Cancer Crown rave yet. Yep. And then we got some of the same stuff from last week, the ammo belts, the face masks, and things like that.
We got a bunch of music, and there's a bunch of music disc in this one right now. So, the furniture set now has been changed to the Chinese set, and then so much Sega music. We got like Sonic Heroes, Escape from the City, Open Your Heart, Live and Learn. The 4 best Crush 40 songs ever. All we need is All Hail Shadow, then it's just going to be perfect.
Yep, 20th Anniversary Fever. I think that's from Puyo Puyo.
Yep, that's Puyo Puyo. Same thing with Reunited Across Space and Time. Battle for Dream. I'm trying to remember what that one is from. I can look at the prize list real quick. Battle for the Dream. Okay, that's Yakuza 5. Battle for the Dream, Receive and Slash You, With You, and New Old String Instrument War. Those are all from Yakuza.
Yep. I'm also not seeing some of the other stuff that we've gotten in the past, like Space Channel 5 and things like that.
We'll eventually get them. Because, yeah, we need happiness. Come on, we need it.
Left, right, chew, chew, chew.
I stand. What's the lyrics with happiness? Because I remember on one of the events, it's the Halloween event. They just played that song all the time.
Let's see. Outside of city lights, I found something like a ship without a.
This is my happiness. I stand still alone at twilight. Outside of city lights, I found something.
Let's be honest,
like
though.
A ship without a sail, I would be lost if you were not with me. Just now, you cooking a cottage pie. Sometimes you look out of the window. That song, basically.
But let's be honest, you either came for Ooh La La or you came to see Space Michael, who was Michael Jackson.
Yep. I love the song "This Is My Happiness," and yeah, it just plays all like whenever you do that Halloween event. That's all that plays during that urgent quest.
Let's see. With this fun shop, you also have, or fun scratch, you also have a Chinese-themed furniture as well. And then...
And the emote of this week is Fed Up.
Yep. And of course, you also have another scenery pass, this one being for the underground shafts. I'm not sure who would actually want to take that one, to be honest.
Yeah. But this fun scratch is actually going on for longer than the other fun scratches are, from the looks of it, because it ends on the 23rd, so that's plenty of time for people to get the fun to do that. Especially with Cube Gatsu, yeah, you'll be able to get the fun for that. 2x cubes for 1,000 fun. There you go.
They're probably trying to time it with Sonic's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Which we will talk about right here. Sonic's birthday. Or the Sonic lobby, specifically. That was a beautiful segue.
Yeah, I let's see. So, we do, I'm not sure if it was in this one that is here.
So this is the Sega Legacy AC Scratch. So this coincides with the Sonic lobby as well.
Yep. Let's start off by taking a look at the video here, actually.
Yeah, let's talk about the Sonic Legacy AC Scratch here.
So we got Virtua Fighter here.
Yes, Akira specifically. They show off a lot in this video, by the way. This video is nearly 3 minutes long. And of course, Arl Naja from Puyo Puyo. Like, she's the main protagonist of Puyo Puyo. And you get a little carbuncle with it as well. It's adorable. I love it. Shinsengumi? What is he from?
I have to assume he's from Yakuza.
Shinsengumi, I don't know.
I'm not really sure myself.
And that Goro Majima as well. Goro Majima is obviously from Yakuza. Come on, like, he's a very close friend to Kiryu. A close friend, I guess, is a bit stretching it. Yeah, when I got on after this maintenance, I very quickly got the full Goro Majima set because I just needed it. And of course, you got some Valkyria Chronicles outfits as well here. There's a lot of outfits in this scratch. And it is pure Sega. And I know nothing about Valkyria Chronicles, so I don't know who these characters are.
Neither do I.
Well, that makes both of us completely ignorant. Woo, let's go. The outfits look nice, so.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get anything from Sakura Wars in this, because that was a big thing that just happened on the Japanese side.
It's true. Ah, swimwear!
Yep, we're finally getting that in the game.
Yep. She has a gun and a knife. Okay. School style replica. Looks pretty neat, I guess.
It's interesting.
I think that's from, like, Valkyria Chronicles 3, which had the weird school, like, high school theme to it. Oh, crab walk!
Yep.
I forgot
Back
about that emote. I do have it, and it's just... Oh, it's creepy.
And then you got the new pose, the new dance.
I love the male dance, just constantly throwing your arms up like that. And an emote, Awakening. And that's it, but it doesn't show off the other the mags that you could get from that. Because one of those mags is Carbuncle. They didn't show that. Jeez.
Well, let's take a look down here. So once again, all the outfits that were shown just a moment ago here. Plus we got the outerwear and the base wear. Accessories, you got Akira hair, Saito Hajime top knot, Goro Majima hairstyle, several other hairstyles actually.
I love Goro Majima. He's one of my favorite characters in the Yakuza games. My favorite moment with Goro Majima is, I believe it was in the first Yakuza game. Basically playing with through Yakuza Kiwami. He pops out of the sewer and says, "Kiryu-chan!" I love that moment so much.
Let's see, we also got several new eye types. Riley tights, Goro Majima eye patch.
Yes. The red Puyo hat, which is odd because that was... the red Puyo hat is something involving Amity, which is another character from Puyo Puyo. And we don't have the Amity outfit, but we have Arl, so alright. And of course, Carbuncle! He's adorable.
You've also got segmented wings here. Those will look nice on cast. Colored sides extensions. So if you wanted to give your hair a different color there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Also got several weapon camos in this as well.
Yeah. Again, they're based off of the characters that have the outfits on. So you got Goro Majima's bat. It can be used on the swords of wand. You also got Goro Majima's strike, which can be used on katana. The Kai Shulin sniper rifle for assault rifles. Valkyria lance for partisan, or the Valkyria staff for rod.
Yep. And then to your point before, we got
two mag devices.
Yep.
The Sonic doll and Carbuncle.
Yep.
In fact, how much is the Sonic doll here? Evolution device Sonic doll. 4.6 mil. Oh, jeez. And Carbuncle? 700,000. What? People are prioritizing the Sonic doll over Carbuncle? Heathens!
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. You still got your typical assortment of mag devices there. Item enhancements. Dark, Ice, and Lightning are your elemental transitions for this AC Scratch. You've also got, as mentioned before, all the new emote. And you've also got some new furnishings as well, including a bunch of Puyos here.
Yay! Oh, Nuisance Puyo is a furnishing. That's funny.
Yep. And then for bonus rewards, looks like the big one this time is going to be a Kuna stage Miyabi version, which you can now put in your room.
Yeah, the stage you've been seeing in the recent concerts.
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the AC Scratch. Let's move on now to one of the campaigns here. The ARKS Boost Rally is back.
Yes. It's 3 different advanced quests this time compared to last time, but it's the same thing. You just do all 3, and then you get boost to EXP, rare drop rate, and Meseta.
Yep, so run 2 super hard and a very hard of each of these advanced quests. Just clear them out with an A rank or above, and that'll put you at the max of 150% bonus experience and rare drop rate for anything else that you run for these 3 particular advanced quests here. That's pretty much the simplest way.
The weapons, which are completely outdated now thanks to the Nemesis and Slave weapons.
Yeah, this is more an opportunity to either increase the number of photon boosters you've got, or if you're still trying to level up some of your classes. For example, you've got them at level 75, but you don't have the extra 4 skill points on them yet. This is a good opportunity to be able to get those together finally.
Yep.
And you also have a login reward.
I'm taking advantage of it to level my Tector. So. Yep, and you got a login bonus for it too, which gave you all the 10 of each capsule.
Yep. And then, of course, you can always get more capsules, either through exchanging A, B, and C for D, E, and F, or exchanging for them over in the casino, or through your alliance as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we have Party Play as another campaign. So for this one, you got 2 weeks to complete it. Form a party with 2 or more people and clear quests 3 times or more between the end of maintenance on June 10th and the beginning of maintenance on June 23rd. That will get you a 20 Star Gem ticket, and then complete 5 quests for a Photon X-Wing accessory. Honestly, if you do a full set of Magatsu urgent quests, which will include 4 of the regular of Phase 1 and then 1 of the Phase 2, that'll clear both of those for you right there.
Yeah, most people have probably already completed it without even knowing.
Yeah, so those rewards will be available July 8th after maintenance.
All right, and there's one other campaign going on, I think, or is that it?
The login and get Star
yeah.
Gem experience.
Finally, something actually useful for logging in every day. So you log in every day and you get a 10 SG ticket, and you get 3 EXP earned plus 50%, which I already have way too many of them to begin with anyway. So
Yeah,
and if
the
you log in for a
experience
total
is,
of
like,
5
worthless.
days, yep, and if you log in for a total of 5 days, you gain an additional 30 Star Gems. So pretty good. And it's just for a week, so it ends on the 17th.
Yep. All right, moving on from that, we also have one more campaign, which is the Mission Pass play. So, if you reach Tier 4 and receive the normal reward Funeral, which is a weapon camo, then you'll get a Tri-Boost plus 100%, and then if you reach Tier number 8 and receive the reward Mission Badge, you'll get another Tri-Boost plus 100%.
Which I've already done both. Like, getting to Tier 8 is not hard. You're able to get to Tier 12 or like Tier 11 by the end of the first week.
Yeah,
Mission Pass is not hard to do.
Yeah, I can typically clear out 10 levels per week, or 10 ranks rather.
And then the last one is just, you get the remaining ones and that's it.
Yep.
And speaking of Mission Pass, here's the Mission Pass. And
Yep.
the rewards that you get from it.
So, the big one I see here is the Orgle, or the Music Box, as it's called in North America. If you set this up and play it in your room, this will give you a Music Box version of the ending of Episode 1 theme.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. And that's part of the normal tier rewards, so even if you don't get the gold track, you'll still be getting that.
Yep, I think on the Japanese side, you got that song, Eternal Encore, as a title reward.
And of course, we got gold tier rewards, which, again, you can get the gold tier pass through either buying it through Star Gems, or you get the gold pass through buying premium. So I already have like 3-month premium, so I have premium until August. Actually, not August, September. September 15th to be exact. So I'm fine for now then.
Yep. Yeah, the cast bodies they seem okay to me. This outfit here is Xeno's new outfit once he comes back to you in Episode 2. And then we've also got several other things here. Magia headgear and ponytail and earrings. You've got the Merry Machine Guns, which I think work like sparklers. And then Sakuna Shinsen hair for soaring blades.
Oh, nice. Instead of
And then-
blades, you just slash things with fans. That's cool.
Yep. And then this outfit is a Finn's Episode 2 outfit, and then this here is Eucletia's outfit.
So that's interesting that they're doing the character outfits through the Mission Pass.
Yeah,
And
it
of
used
course
to
you
be
got
their own.
Universal.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it was
because
their own
it was a
scratch
Star Gem scratch on the Japanese side.
Yeah, that. Which Star Gem Scratch is like, it was like 800 Star Gems for 10 scratches or 12 scratches or something. Oh
yeah. The rate on them wasn't that good, so it's good to see that they've made them more easily available here on the North American side.
Making other outfits harder to get. Yay!
And then they finally put Rising Weapon Badge number 2 in the listings here, so you'll be able to pick up more of those. You can get some Tri-Boost plus 100% if you sacrifice some of the outfits. You got your Lambda Grinders, your Zane Crystals, your Half-Scape Dolls, Grinders, Affixes, all that good stuff here.
Yep. And when it comes to the Weapon Badge 2, those have the Ray weapons, the Ray 13-star weapons, and also the only 12-star units that are currently in NA, the Circuit Ray units.
Adding rings to those is broken right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what a lot of posts on the forum are saying.
Huh. All right, I'll make sure not to do that yet.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to confirm that myself because I'm still working on collecting the badges. But once I'm able to get enough to get the full set together, I will be able to confirm that. I'm not buying anything just because until I get 600, just in case I do happen to get a drop from one of the ultimate quests.
And also, by the way, with getting the badges, any of the urgent quests that involve getting quest points, so City, Through the Wind and Rain, or Gone Through the Wind and Rain, what else? But just any of those that involve getting quest points to finish the quest, those on extremely hard will drop the will drop those badges. So, hey, that's something that benefits 75 players.
Yep. All right. And we got cheers as an emote here as well. So. All right, moving on to the next one here. We've got all the urgent quests and the concert schedule now here.
Yes.
So
already the first week have gone by, of course.
Yep. Greetings, Arks. The month of June has arrived, and though blessings may shower those in Fleet Oracle during the wedding event, the Fall Spawn will not be held at bay by these pleasant tidings. Darkfall's Luther still clamors for control of the mothership. Unusual weather patterns still plague the forest of Navarius, and the Fall Spawn once more seek to breach our holes. In addition, the planet Harkotan stirs. ARKS HQ has reported that the F-factor reading emanating from the planet show a strange, undulating pattern. It is theorized that some large entity must be responsible, and all operatives will be needed in the coming weeks to withstand its suspected power. As forewarned is forearmed. If you have questions about these upcoming urgent quests, is in your best interest to learn more about them here. On a lighter note, Kuna is ready to grace us with some new songs in her live concerts. You may also see Hatsune Miku and Megurine Luca popping up from time to time as well, singing their hit Living Universe. These live performances tend to have a lasting effect on operatives and impart good luck to ARKs who engage in battle shortly thereafter. Operatives have reported finding more... Say again?
The impart good luck to ARKs who engage in battle shortly thereafter. It's a 50% try boost.
That is correct. So yeah, those benefits, you definitely want to at least be around in the lobby while the song is going on, so that so you can pick up on that before the urgent quest pops.
Yeah, you don't need to actively be watching the concert, you just need to be in the lobby.
Yep. I think even down in the gate area will work.
Yep.
But yeah, today, let's see, in about an hour from now, it looks like there's going to be a concert with Kuna for Endless Story and our Fighting Miyabi version. And following that is going to be Drawn to Darkness. So that is the one on the mothership.
Ah, yes, Drawn to Darkness.
Yep.
That is a pure EXP urgent quest. So you do that just to level up your other classes.
Yep.
There's really not much use for it if you're already 75.
Yep, unless you still need like skill points and such from the client orders.
Yeah.
And then later tonight is going to be another of the Manifested Planet Breaker and the Chant to Cleanse the Calamity. And then, of course, the urgent quests continue from there. We've still got Dark Falls Luther as well, along with Gone with the Wind and Rain. And then...
By the way, can we just appreciate that pun? So it's referencing the movie Gone with the Wind, but then also just making a pun with it, with how Navarius is rainy during that entire thing. So hey, Gone with the Wind and Rain. Ha ha ha. That's Kyugatsu. That is Kyugatsu, and the reason why it's joked around of calling Magatsu Kyugatsu is because you get a crap ton of X cubes out of it. I.e., you get a bunch of 10-star drops and you convert those all into X cubes.
Yep, so the Manifested Planet Breaker ARKS HQ has pinpointed abnormal readings originating from the planet Harkotan. The Harbinger of Calamity has assumed a new form, and should it succeed in breaching the defensive barrier, well, suffice it to say that the magnitude of the resulting devastation is unfathomable. Fleet Oracle will need every valiant ARKS operative to suit up and ship out with all due haste to neutralize this threat. Operatives are encouraged to check their supplies of recovery items before boarding a gateway ship. And then immediately following this, we have the Chant to Cleanse the Calamity sequel. Duration for this is 7 minutes. So, Sukuna Hime has partially succeeded in her effort to save Harkotan by entrapping a part of the Harbinger of Calamity within the Ensong realm. This part of the Harbinger must be kept occupied while its spirit is purified during the imprisonment. To aid ARKS in diverting the Harbinger from focusing on escape, modified AIS units with a limited range will be provided. The cooperation of all ARKS is needed to neutralize this dangerous manifestation.
So, in the ones that I've done so far, the third one has not been killed. You get 3 different Magatsus that show up. The first one is weak to ranged, so use your gun and missiles and lasers. Second one's weak to physical, so use your sword, use the gun bullets to restore your PP, then slash it. Save your laser. Do not use it on the second one. Third one is the golden one, so you just attack all its weak points.
Yep,
use
the
laser
heads,
then.
the arms, the knees, and the chest.
Yep, head, arm, the head, arms, knees, and chest. Get all. The chest is the one that shows up the last. Just blast it with all you have. Make sure you avoid those those big energy blasts that he does, because it will destroy you in one hit. And destroying you in one hit just wastes 5 seconds, which is very significant.
Yep, with the time limit involved, yeah, it's definitely you got to get these things down quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have about 4 minutes of time left on the clock to be successful against the third one, and I actually did finally get a successful kill on the third one last night.
Nice. And yeah, you get a lot of 10-star and 12-star weapons. So goodbye to the market value of Sigma and Nox weapons. Those are worthless now. Like they are just 100% worthless. If I look at any of the Sigma weapons, I can easily find them for around 19 or 20,000 Meseta, which is just nothing.
Yep. And myself, having gone through episode 6, I'm the way that all these events are playing out right now. I'm just kind of laughing here at everything here. This is because there's a secret going on here that Tsukunahime isn't telling people about, but you're gonna learn about it in episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one other urgent quest here: a Blackened Kingdom. Fallspawn-induced corruption seems to have taken on a new form in the environment. which has left large swaths of Daybreak Province on Harkotan inexplicably blackened. This curious detail is also accompanied by elevated F-factor readings, indicating the presence of fall spawn and the possibility of corrupted Nightfallers. Operatives are to equip themselves for an unknown situation and report for duty to the gate area. Orders from HQ call for the investigation and curtailment of these abnormalities if possible. And really, the way that this one works is, as you go around the field, you're going to find these devices that basically are spewing out these clouds of darkness. You step in the clouds of darkness, you're going to take damage.
Yeah, that's it. And then just take out all of the fall spawn there. That's it.
Yep. Alright, so that's the schedule of urgent quests and the concerts. Moving on. Let's see.
Three things you need to know about urgent quest. Huh.
I'm not sure if this is new or not. No, I think this is old, actually. This was the link that they linked us to earlier in the last article.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sonic's birthday.
Yes, Sonic!
You want to take this one?
Yeah, I want to talk about Sonic because I'm a stupid Sonic fan. So real quick, when I talk about Sonic, I remember playing Sonic back when I was 4 or 5 years old. I beat Sonic CD for the first time. That was a good feeling. And I could not shut up about Sonic. But anyway, June 23rd is the official birthday of Sonic the Hedgehog. We'd be remiss if we didn't celebrate it with him. So, from June 10th until June 23rd, we'll be decorating with some Sonic-approved items. Of course, Sonic is willing to share some of his presents with you, provided you say the magic words. In addition to changing decor in certain areas of the ship, there will also be elements that can be interacted with throughout the ship. Ever wanted to see how many rings you can get? Now you can in the Sonic lobby. Basically, you go around and gather up the rings. It doesn't say what happens if you gather all the rings, so just gather all the rings. You'll see what happens. So this lobby will be here until the 23rd, and there is a campaign that will happen starting on Sonic's birthday on the 17th. Presents only go one way in someone's birthday. However, Sonic's feeling generous towards operatives. From June 17th to June 23rd, typing one of his signature phrases in your chat window will net you rewards. It says type gotta go fast in your chat window, which Sonic never says that. He never does.
Yep. And it's weird.
That's a line from the Sonic X intro.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to talk about some of his most iconic voice lines, or some of his most iconic phrases, I would say, "Watch out, you're gonna crash! Ah!" Or, "I found you, faker!"
Or why don't we go to Jaleel White and we just say, "I'm waiting!"
Or that, yes. Or the, or the whole, "That's no good" one. Or, what else? "Oh yeah, this is happening!" Or, "You're too slow! Come on, step it up!"
And of course, this being the internet, of course, these days now we have such popular songs such as Hedgehog Stew and Win the Race.
Thank you, I Teach Vader. But anyway, you get some accessories out of that as well, along with the Station Square music disc. If you really love Station Square that much, I know of a few people that are starting to get tired of the music already. You also get the Sonic Mask and Amy Mask B, which are on your head, and the Sonic logo sticker, and Sonic Light Furnishing, or the Sega logo sticker, and the Sega Light Furnishing.
Yep, and that's just the Sega logo that spins.
Yep. So you can make your character branded by Sega. Isn't that great? So yeah, there's a Sonic theme lobby, and the cursed image that is Sonic Meow.
Sonic Meow.
Boy.
Yep.
Oh boy. So with Sonic Meow, he has two different weapon camos he can drop. One of them being the Sonic Knuckles, which was a camo that you could have gotten through the Sonic collab thing. And also a camo for the Jet Boots, which is the extreme gear from Sonic Riders.
Yep. So it's unfortunate that he has that look there, but
Yeah, it just does not look good. But that's the Sonic now. It's so creepy.
Yep. All right, moving on to the next one here. We've got a Refer a Friend campaign going on.
Well, it's just talking about how you can refer a friend. It's not really a campaign.
You're right. You're right.
So, with referring a friend, basically, you would give them your player ID and say what ship you're on, and then whenever they first create a character, they can enter in your ID, and both of you will get rewards out of it. I actually did that with a friend of mine who's in the Alliance right now, Arsene. So, along with hit right here. So, rewards for the inviter. The inviter will get ARKS badge blue, and then the invitee will get ARKS badge white. And those ARKS badge white, you would trade them in for a start, I believe, or something.
I think so. The thing I'm curious about with the ARKS badge blue is on the Japanese version, there's a way to get a 100,000 experience ticket from those, but apparently that's not here in the North American version.
Anyway, do you want to talk about some of this stuff here?
Yeah, so for the requirements, the invitee must not have ever created a character on any ship. Even if they erase all their previously created characters, they cannot be invited using this system. The invitee will need the player ID and ship from the inviter. Both invitee and inviter must be on the same ship. If either the inviter or invitee changes ships, the inviter will no longer be able to receive badges through the friend referral system. However, if they return to the same ship, they will be eligible to receive badges again when the invitee achieves the next applicable class level. So that's interesting, because that indicates that there is going to be a way to transfer ships here at some point.
Yeah, because there is no way currently. And
Right.
when it comes to JP, it does require AC to transfer a character to a different ship.
Yep. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get that finally in episode 4 or something.
Maybe. And how much? And hopefully they also raise the amount of characters you could have from 12 to what it is on JP, 30.
Yep. I think we're going to be stepping up to 20 first, though, probably.
Probably.
Operators can only be invited once, but there's no limit to the number of times they can invite others. So, to invite, from the start menu, select Friend Referral System, and review your player ID and ship information, then provide this information to the person you'd like to invite. And then once that person then starts the game on the same ship, they would want to pull up the Friend Referral System window by choosing Select Character, then Create New Character, and then enter the player ID that you were given by the inviter. And then once the invitee begins the game, both parties will receive mail from the dev team informing them that the friend referral has been completed, and every time that player levels up 10 times, you're going to be getting rewards.
Which I've also gotten, like, I can vouch for getting those rewards. And for the ARKS badge blue, I'm on the game right now, so I'm going to head over there and see what I can get with that. The ARKS badge blue, you can get a few. So there's 2 different weapon combos for it: the Fame Flag, and Millionaire. And there's a bunch of different accessories as well, as it looks like. And also the Cactus Chair and Space Geyser. It's a toilet for furnishing. Tri Boost, 50% for 4 of these badges. Why? Why are these boosters in here for? Why? They're just 50% boosters for those badges.
Yep.
It's such a waste.
The only one that you could really make any use out of would be the Masetta one.
Which that is still only just a 50% one. I have how many of them in my inventory right now? 25. I don't need any more.
So yeah, once they add that 100% or rather 100,000 experience ticket in there, that's when I'll finally exchange my blue badges in.
Yeah, same.
Because that makes leveling up to those higher level classes a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, save up those EXP tickets if you're not using them, and then use them once the hero class comes out.
Yep. And then we got one more site update this week. So there is now a download and installation troubleshooting guide available here. There is a comprehensive troubleshooting guide for problems with the Microsoft Store, which can be found over on the Microsoft website. They also recommend try restarting your device, as sometimes installation can become corrupted or stalled, and a restart may help. If the installation has paused or stalled, cancel the installation and attempt to reinstall again. There may have been a problem during the previous installation. This is new. They say try running WS reset from a command prompt. This will reset the store cache and attempt to look for any updates to the game.
Huh, interesting.
So for that, close the Windows Store app if you have it open, then run the command, and then a black MS-DOS screen will appear, and you want to wait for it to disappear, and the store will automatically open again then.
Huh.
If you have another profile on your device, try signing in and installing the game using that profile. This will help determine if it's a profile-specific problem. And then, if you're still experiencing problems having tried the steps above, contact the support team, and they also encourage to file feedback so the development team can look into logs and see exactly what's causing your issue. And that can be submitted through using the Windows F combination while the store is open, to open up the feedback hub.
So that's interesting that they're actually putting troubleshooting guide out.
Yep. I don't think it's going to be changing popular opinion about the Microsoft Store, which is why I think Sega has moved forward on their plans to release on other platforms now.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, the problems with the official launcher, there are problems that have been with the official launcher for years. But these specific Microsoft Store problems, when it screws up your files, that is purely from the Microsoft Store being god-awful. So you got two god-awful things combined together and you get a dumpster fire. Oh, joy.
Yep, so it's unfortunate that the launch was as bad as it was, but at least we got some light at the end of the tunnel here.
Mm-hmm. And again, you can just use the tweaker.
Yep. So moving on from that, we also do have a note from the Japanese side here. Mm-hmm. There was an emergency maintenance that happened on that basically they need to correct an issue with one of the accessories that had come out. The Korshid DN Wings B. The character is not displayed correctly when wearing that accessory, and the accessory name was incorrect.
And that's it. That's all they did an emergency maintenance for.
Yep. They extended the level up.
One accessory.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They extended the level up quest boost, and then they also rescheduled some of the emergency quests that were coming up.
It just seems very odd that they would do an emergency maintenance just for one accessory.
Yep. But it's not the first time that it's happened.
Yep. You mentioned in the pre-show about Blue Burst, where they had a weapon that the character was holding from the tip of the sword instead of the hilt.
Yep.
And they didn't fix that until their normal maintenance schedule.
Yep. So that was interesting back in those times.
Yeah.
That pretty much takes us to the end of the site updates here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did have one other topic to bring up today, and that has to do with episode 6, chapter 5 of the story. So anybody that doesn't want to hear about this, go ahead and tune out now, because this is pretty much going to be the last topic we're going to be bringing up here today.
Yep. And PrinceBrightstar, he's going to be putting on his tinfoil hat.
Yep. The tinfoil hat is on. And all I can say is vindication here. Everything I've been saying is turning out to be correct, because at the end of episode 5, episode 6, chapter 5, we see Shiva, and behind her is the form of a shadow. And what does that shadow look like? It looks like the profound darkness from Phantasy Star End of the Millennium. That's part of the Algo series.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sure, the shoulder spikes are missing there, but you know what? Give it a few million years, those are going to grow in. This is...
Yeah, the form is exactly, like, very closely to the same.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is so nice to see that they're finally confirming what I've been saying has been going on for some time now. Granted, I was incorrect about Volna betraying Shiva, but at the same time, the fact that he ended up on Omega and he died on Omega kind of makes sense, because if Shiva's going to get sealed inside Omega, he needed to be inside Omega as well, because otherwise she would not be able to start his reincarnation cycle that persists throughout the Algol series. So, yeah, what I've been saying this whole time, it is finally panning out to be true. I can't wait for not episode 7 to come out, because as I've been saying before, this is really starting to look like we're going to be going to Algol, but not Algol as we knew it from the classic games. We're going to be going there as the ARKS set up that planetary star system as they seal Shiva away, and then the first part of that, not episode 7 as it were, is probably going to be setting up Rycross, Rycross as the every 1,000-year warning system planet that it is.
You know what would be cool is if we got some more remix from classic Phantasy Star games because of that.
It probably is going to be happening.
Like a remix of the normal battle theme, or of what was his name? Like in Phantasy Star 4, the name of the track is called Laughter.
Oh, Zeo?
Yeah, Zeo.
You thought it... Oh my god, that joke just works now. You thought it was Dark Falls, but it was me, Zeo!
Yep. No, yeah, Zeo is, like, for those of you who haven't played Phantasy Star End of Millennium, Zeo is the, like, at the start, Zeo is the main antagonist. He's the one that caused that one guy to turn to stone and during that beginning flashback thing. Like, he's shown as the main antagonist from the beginning of the game, and you can see all the stuff that he's doing throughout most of the game, and you actually do fight him, but he's not the true main villain, because that would be Profound Darkness.
Yep. And then later in the game, you find that Volna Sheik is in fact in the game, having died in the original Phantasy Star, is now revived in this game, and it's the way he talks in his dying scene reflects exactly what's going on in Phantasy Star Online 2. He says that he must serve. So, it's the Profound Darkness's power that is keeping him alive, and that Profound Darkness is Shiva. It's just we haven't been able to connect it like this until now, and here's the proof.
So I'm sure you're happy to finally be vindicated on that.
I am. Now, granted, this does not look exactly like the form that we saw in the in one of the recent trailers that came from Japan. I think there's going to be a second phase to that MPA fight. We'll have to see if this form comes up first, or if it's going to be the other form that comes up first. But yeah, at this point, I'm starting to think that Algol is going to be created within Omega.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep.
And I'm getting even more excited to see that happen in NA. Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll see how this all plays out. It is, of course, possible that maybe it gets created and then we as the player just never go there. It gets regulated to the intelligence division or something to get that all set up.
Yeah.
That's always possible, but at the very least, here's the proof that there is a connection to the Algol series here.
Yeah. So there might be something that comes out of it. There might not be. We don't know. We'll see.
It's not going to be long now until September.
Nope. But anyway, that should be all that we have for this week. This went on for nearly 2 hours, as I suspected it would.
Yep, about an hour and 45 minutes today.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining in this long episode today. It's just we had so much to talk about with episode 4 stuff coming up.
But these are always the funner episodes. We got to figure out what we're gonna do for next week. Since it's gonna be one of the quieter weeks. And this is really the cadence that we've noticed here every 2 weeks is typically when we get the major updates. Of course, we're gonna have the new urgent quest next week, but we got to kind of figure out what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do a meme review, or the other thing we were talking about is perhaps sometime in the near future we might cut back to every 2 weeks. Just because every other week there isn't that much news happening, to be honest.
Yep. Well, we'll figure it out in the long run. Or we could do on these off weeks. We could find someone to be as a guest.
Interviewee?
Yeah, we do a guest.
Potentially, yeah.
I already have a few people I was thinking of bringing in. GM Custom, Golden Tate. I see that Mr. Happy's been playing this a lot. Maybe try to contact him. I don't know. We'll see.
I've got contacts over with ARKS later as well, so I might even be able to get Ida on the show at some point.
That would be pretty cool. Basically, we have some people that we have lined up to potentially be guests. We just need to get in contact with some of them to see if they could do it.
Yep.
That would actually be pretty good for our off weeks.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, that's all I have on my side.
And that pretty much is it for me as well here. And so that brings us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Xance and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Jane.